Basics of Maths. In this video, you are going to learn how to calculate simple interest and compound interest and the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Here I have written the formula for simple interest, which is PRT upon 100, and amount is equivalent to principal plus simple interest. This side I have written the formula for compound interest, which is amount is equivalent to P into 1 plus R upon 100 the whole power n, and compound interest is equivalent to amount minus principal. First, I will explain what is P, R and T here. P is the principal. Principal means the sum of money which is borrowed or lent it out for certain period of time. So, the borrowed money is called the principal, which is denoted by the letter P. Next is interest. Interest is the fee for the principal. Why it is called fee? Because we are going to use someone's money, so that we have to pay fee for that. So, here interest is the fees for the principal, which is expressed in percentage. Why it is expressed in percentage? Because we have to pay fees for every 100 rupees in that principal. For example, I will take 10,000 is the principal. 10,000 is the principal. So, I have to pay fees for every 100 rupees in that 10,000 every year. So, this is expressed in percentage. Next is time. Time means how long time you are going to use that principal. For example, here I am taking 2 years I am going to use this money. So, time period is how long time you are going to use that money. Let's take interest is here 10%. Now, we'll see what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. In simple interest, every year we will calculate the interest for the principal amount, 10,000 rupees. But in compound interest, first year we will calculate the interest for this 10,000 rupees, and the next year, for that means second year, we will calculate the interest for this 10,000 rupees and the interest of this 10,000 rupees for first year. So, you will use the previous year amount to calculate the interest in compound interest. So, in simple interest, principal will remain same, but in compound interest, principal will not be same. Every year it will increase. So, obviously you will get the more interest than the simple interest. So, simple interest will be lesser than the compound interest. Let's find out the simple interest for this 10,000 rupees and compound interest for this 10,000 rupees. We know the formula is simple interest is equivalent to PRT upon 100. Here P is 10,000 rupees multiplied by R, which is 10%, multiplied by T, which is 2 here. Now upon 100. Cancel these two zeros and these two zeros and multiply the remaining numbers. 10 into 2 20, 20 into 100 2000 rupees. Let's calculate the amount, which is going to give at the end of second year. Amount is equivalent to principal, which is 10,000 plus interest 2000. So total is 12,000 rupees. So at the end of second year, we have to pay 12,000 rupees. Let's calculate the compound interest. For compound interest, we will calculate amount first. Amount is equivalent to P, that is 10,000 into 1 plus R upon 100, which is 10 upon 100 whole power n, which is 2, is equivalent to 10,000 multiplied by, we have to take the LCM. If you take LCM, you will get the LCM is 100, and then multiply these two number, cross multiply these two number, 100 plus 10 whole power 2 is equivalent to 10,000 multiplied by, if you simplify this, you will get 110 upon 100, that is whole power 2. So I am going to write directly 110 upon 100 multiplied by 110 upon 100. You can cancel these two zeros and these two zeros. This also gets cancelled. So the remaining numbers are 110 into 110. We know 11 11s are 121 and 2 zeros. So amount is 12,100 rupees. Let's calculate the compound interest, which is equivalent to amount 12,100 minus principal, which is 10,000, is equivalent to 2,100 rupees. So in simple interest, we have to pay interest 2,000 rupees, and in compound interest we have to pay 2,100 rupees. Total amount is 12,000 rupees, here 12,100 rupees. So simple interest is lesser than the compound interest. In this way we can calculate the simple interest and compound interest.